Welcome back to the Global Local Top Tips, and today is something really special for you. Chocolate brownie, but not just any chocolate brownie. It is going to be the best chocolate brownie ever tasted. Let's get stuck in. Okay, for this chocolate brownie today, it is so simple. But it is important that we use the right ingredients for this one, and the timing just has to be spot on. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 50 grams of brown sugar. We're going to have 150 grams of castor sugar. We're going to have 150 grams of all-purpose flour. We're going to have 4 eggs, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 250 grams of butter, 250 grams of chocolate, and 100 grams of walnuts. Now you can use pecans, you can use almonds, just like walnuts, because when you roast them or when you bake them something, it stays soft, or some other nuts can get brittle and sharp. So we're going to put this together. It's going to be super quick. The longest part of making this brownie is letting it cool down before you eat it. So to start off here today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast off or fry off my walnuts in a little bit of butter. And what this is going to do is, when we bite into this brownie, you're going to get this little touch of salt through the brownie to even out the sweetness of all that sugar. And it's going to be absolutely brilliant. The trick with the walnuts, you want to keep them moving. So on a medium heat. And all you're doing is giving them getting a little bit of colour on there. And then adding your salt. So about a half a teaspoon of salt is plenty. And this really does make so much difference. Rather than getting that really sickly sweet brownie, this is going to be beautiful and soft in the middle. It's going to have that hint of salt. We're going to fry it off about a minute, and that's plenty. So now onto the brownie itself, and this is super quick. Got a pan in there, and we're going to go straight in with our butter. Butter is always the first in. Just melting enough just to grease the bottom of the pan. Straight in with all our chocolate. And this is going to take, just on a medium heat, maybe about 2 minutes to melt down. And giving it a stir. Changing out that spoon for a second for a whisk. Nearly all melted in there now. Just back to the spoon for a second and just make sure that every little bit of that chocolate's off the bottom there, so you don't get it sticking and burning. Okay, in with our brown sugar, in with our white sugar. Give that I mix in. And this is why the salt through the nuts is so important, because you've got a decent amount of sugar in here and the chocolate, so it is going to be quite sweet. So we're going to try and counteract some of that sweetness also with the cocoa, the pure cocoa in there, so you get a really chocolate flavour, but without all that sugar sweetness in there. In with the flour and in with the cocoa. And again, back to your spoon again, and your spatula, just making sure that you get all that off the bottom there. No little bit stuck in it. And now, in with the eggs, the 4 eggs straight in there. And this is where you really need to do a little bit of work. Make sure that egg is broken up really quickly. And just take it off the heat. Just take it off the heat, and then just keep mixing it away, because you don't want the eggs to clunk up and split. You'll notice then that that is really picking up really quickly. And then here we're going to add in our nuts. We're going to switch back to our spoon again. With the nuts, the salted nuts, and look at that. Good mix around. Beautiful. So we're going to preheat an oven at 180 Celsius. Get this into a baking tray, straight into the oven. Alright, so what I've done here is I've greased my tin, and I've just put a bit of greaseproof paper on it, and I just have enough, I've just left enough to the side so that I can lift it up after we've cooked it. Just get it straight in there. I'm going to bake this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, and this is where it depends on how you like your brownie. If you like it really gooey and soft, you can cook it for about 15 minutes. If you want it a little bit spongier, 20 to 25 minutes. And our chocolate brownie is done. Now, as I mentioned before, the critical point in this is to make sure you let it rest for at least an hour, just at room temperature. Don't be that person that tries to cut it straight away, because it'll absolutely make a mess of it. So we can see I've let mine cook for 20 minutes, and you can just see that it's just beautiful and soft. Let's cut it open and see what we can do. So what I'll do is cut it in 3. Turn it around. Let's just have a look at how that is. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. It's soft in the middle, it's gooey. It's got that crunchy crust on it. It's absolutely perfect. So let's have a taste. And if you look at the finish of it, it's got a beautiful crust on the outside. This one's going to be perfect and gooey in the middle, and that's exactly what you want. You can serve it with cream or ice cream, but I like it just as it is. It's just, look at that. Just have a taste. Still quite warm. Oscar words. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment down below any videos that you'd like to see me do in the future. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. We'll see you soon.